I really have to get back to Marc, the camera is rolling. Yes, I'll share that story with the guys. But listen, Marc, yeah, it was funny, I agree. But I really have to... I asked Marc, actually yesterday, which is a funny story, by the way. I asked him yesterday, Marc, I wrote a fantastic sketch. I would like you to orchestrate it. Are you available? And he said, when do you need this thing finished? And I said, until Friday, so tomorrow. And he said, not a problem. I wanted to go to the gym, but I can move this to my evening time. I will have this finished in 2 hours. And he did. That is what I consider musical brilliance. Honestly, I'm giving credit to you, Marc. We will jump into the orchestration in a second. At the Academy, we talk about the creative pool. And the creative pool is infinite. It's around you. And your job as the composer is to establish a connection to the creative pool so that it doesn't feel like work. It doesn't feel like a hard problem that you need to solve. This should feel like expressing yourself in a fun way. This happens way better the moment you are in the now. You're not living in the future, you're not living in the past, you're living in the now. And it's just a fantastic experience that I want every artist to experience. This leads me to this statement here. Writer's block is a myth. Please don't tell me, because I don't believe in that. Please don't tell me that you face writer's block. To me, what you're saying is, I have a problem. Yes, I do recognize the problem, but it's not writer's block. It's lacking a process. That is your problem. You can write a line. You can write a vertical structure. If you don't know how to do this, start with the M2. Take the second line or take the third line. I don't care. You can write any of those structures. You can write them quickly. Do you know how long it took me to write this thing here? Approximately 35 seconds. Please don't tell me you have writer's block, because I don't believe you. It's a lack of a process. Well, it's great to see in the forum, for example, some of those responses where they say, well, I just took some of those structures. I have no idea how to use them, but guess what? It sounded great to me. So I composed a little 2-minute piece around that one structure. And it sounds great. And this is exactly what happens when you're connected to the creative pool. And up to this point, obviously, that is all technique. This one right here is just picking your starting structure, applying position change, and then repeating your idea with a transposition. That is purely technique. This is what we did right here in the blue. And I just picked those things because it resonated with me emotionally. Now let's talk about the development. Let's hear this sketch again, because I want to play you the orchestration directly after. That's the same 8 bars, believe it or not. And now, again, we are hitting on the musical brilliance. Because if I ask you in the beginning, can you write something like that from scratch? Well, the answer would be, maybe, I don't know. This sounds pretty sophisticated. This sounds pretty wild, actually. So how do I start with that? How do I get to this result? Well, guess what? Down there, that is still the sketch. It is muted right now, but that is 100% the same sketch. And if I ask you, can you write such a sketch? The answer should be, well, sure, why not? I can pick a structure, I can use position change, I can repeat that. Why not? That is not hard to do. The step from here to the orchestration, that is the big riddle and mystery to a lot of guys. And I do understand. But guess what? Again, it's a combination of technique, concepts, and for sure, taste. Okay, yes, I will call you back later. Yeah. Well, that was Marc. and he wanted to tell me you to join the Music Interval Theory Academy today. It will change your musical world, allowing you to write things you would never thought possible. His words,